And we're good. Alright, what's going on, Guy Nation? I'm your host, Def G. And for those that tuned into yesterday's stream, we were actually playing off the GameCube. And that got me thinking. A bit of a side project I had going on was restoring my grandparents' NES. It was in the family for a long time, but after a while, it just stopped working. Games wouldn't load up. Some of the footage was on the, what's the word I'm using here? Wavy, I suppose? It had something to do with the capacitors. And so I thought, now that I had a little bit of pocket change, maybe I should invest a bit and try to fix it up. And so, I did. What we're playing on here is real hardware using a custom PCB known as the Necessity. Which, the only thing you gotta know is that it's basically a new NES in 2021 that uses the same CPU and PPU from the original NES. But it also has some extra features such as stereo output, as well as the extra Famicom channels and Famicom support. Which means that if I really wanted to, I could start collecting Famicom games and they would be able to work natively on the system, even if it isn't technically a Famicom. And that means accessories too, whatever they are. I got the light gun from just standard NES. I don't know what accessories there are for the Famicom, but that's something I gotta look into at a later time. But end of the day, the big getaway is that the NES is restored, and so that means we can finally start playing some of the games I have in my collection. Because aside from Here Now, the majority of it was done either through stuff like the Wii U, the NES Classic Edition, or one of my least favorite alternatives, emulation. But nope, this is the real hardware being played 4.3 and roughly 480i. And I could have probably got an upscaler for it, but I kind of like having this authenticity with the lower resolution. It looks great on a CRT, but not so much in HD. My monitor is going to be stretched out, but for you guys it will look just fine. But the point is that now we got it finally working again. I decided that we should probably revisit some of these old games on the shelf and probably see it through to completion. Now, this doesn't classify all the games in my collection, because some of them don't have an end. They're more arcadey, if that makes sense, where you're just trying to go for a high score. Some examples from the top of my head include Donkey Kong, Yoshi, that's another one I have in the collection, Tetris, even though there is that puzzle mode. So, the classification for what it means to complete the game entirely is more so going to be focused on games that have a definitive end to reach. And so, I think that the first game that we're going to look at today, of course, is Super Mario Bros. Now, we could play through the whole game, we could take the shortcuts, and I'm thinking, let's try to go through the whole game. I've done this before with the Game & Watch, so it shouldn't be too bad, give or take continuing on the actual hardware. Worst case though, if I have to continue, I'll probably use the warp zones. But to kick off this NES coverage on Twitch, we are going to be playing Super Mario Bros. Now, the NES cartridge we have here is a 3-pack, so it also came with Duck Hunt and World Class Track Meet. Duck Hunt doesn't have an end to it. You can shoot the ducks forever until you get to the kill screen. And I don't have a trackpad, so I've never been able to play World Class Track Meet. But I know it went by a different name at one point. I can't say I know what it is, but I do know that is something. So, load it up. And you'd never know that this were Super Mario. Well, a 3-pack more specifically. So alright, first game complete. We're going to try playing through all the stages. 8 times 4 is 32. So we have a bit of a journey. And as always, this is a FG Play stream, so if there's any comments, feel free to tune on in. Let's not waste any more time. Let's get started. I do wonder how this is gonna roll though, because it's Mario, and Nintendo hasn't very been lenient when it comes to playing games like these, at least in the past. Alright, but I like to go for the one up here. And I'm sure this has probably been played again and again and again, that there's been enough people playing Mario. Unless you're speedrunning, what point do you have to watch me? Well, here I am, I'm doing it myself. I've completed Mario on a couple occasions, but I never really went back to the original since Mario 35 and the Game & Watch came out. It's just not really one of those games where I pick up and play again and again. You did it once, that's really all you need. It's still a great game, though. I mean, it stands the test of time. But it's not on my, my priority list, I suppose. And Skyway. So as I mentioned, we're not going to be taking the warp zone, so once I get to the end, we have to fall down. See, I think a lot of people go for the warp zone. There's really not a whole lot of chances to see the full game in action. Because some of the stages are pretty cool, others are pretty forgettable for what it is. But, no. Really, what you have is what you get. Neat. And some of you may wonder why not just use the, say, the Nintendo Switch or the NES Classic. Again, I fixed it up, so I really do want to use the real hardware. You can't get any better than the original. Nice. Alright, here we go, first castle. It will be easier, though, when we start getting to some of the games that have, like, save states, and passwords, those kind of things. Not that it'll be easy, I mean, it's the NES. They're known to be hard games. But at least we have something to work off of, as opposed to nothing. But no, this is gonna get flagged hard on YouTube in the archives. If it's anything Mario, they don't want anything to do with it. This is gonna be the first copyright strike I get on the archive channel, isn't it? Boing. Nice and easy. Nothing too hard just yet, but it will get there. It will get there. Blup, blup, blup. Perfect. I don't think I actually even got hit once yet, have I? Nah, for me this is like a first-time record. I would have been hit already by now. Score! I think it really does help, though, having played Mario 35, then going back to this. You get used to some of the stage design, then just... it works its way into the difficulty. Like, if it weren't for Mario 35, I'm sure I'd have no exposure to a lot of these other stages. But because a lot of people have these in the playlist for competing, it just helps to have that bit of exposure. The worst, though, is going to be the stages where you have to try to figure out, like, guessing where you're going. Like, it's like a certain path. I know there's one castle stage that's going to get me later. Ah! Yeah, I'm not worried yet. Though we do need to get a couple more coins. Power up. Alright, wait. Go. Yeah! Alright. Thank you, Mario, but the princess is in Airy Castle. Stage 3, perfect. World 3. World. Alright, so when I played this as a kid, I always wondered, like, the white backdrop. Apparently, this is supposed to be, like, snow level, so that's why these, things in the back, they're supposed to be, like, trees and bushes, then you got the fence, of course. I don't know what I thought they were as a kid. Marshmallows, maybe? It was... the back recesses my mind. Alright, worst foes in the game are the Hammer Bros. Nothing too bad yet, though. Good. Alright, so I know there's a one-up trick here, but I'm not gonna go for it just because, one, I can't do it, and I don't want to risk it. Alright, still doing fine. I could probably get... I just need 32 more coins. Alright, mushroom. Perfect. Yeah! Go, go, go! That's it. Using that Mario 35 expertise. Perfect. Nice and easy. That wasn't too bad at all. Yeah, the start makes a big difference in stages like these. Alright, is this the stage where it's the... not the one I was thinking of, but still kind of close. I knew it had, like, the mountains here, but I thought it was the one with, like it falls down on you. Unless it's coming up. Nope, there it is. Yeah, here they are. Whoa, that's when you know you're playing on an old console, because some of the graphics tend to glitch out. And go! Perfect. Alright, here we go. Time for the castle. If we keep Fire Mario, we could probably try to take out Bowser with fire power. I know there's like a bit of a secret if we do that. Careful. I wonder if anyone ever did like Mario Deluxe where it's like, it adds like extra features like trying to find Yoshi. Like they remodded it back into the NES version. Cause that'd be cool if I could like check that out. Alright. Now, this is the world where most people probably jump to because of the warp zone. I would say it's probably just as iconic as the first stage in the game, and mostly it's because of Lagatoo. As long as you're running, and at least with the version I play here, the 3-pack, I know you're able to clear the piranha plants, but never mind. As I was saying, with just the right jump. But I couldn't do it that time. Couldn't do it that time. Alright. With enough speed, makes it nice and easy. I'll take it. So 3 more levels and we're halfway through the game. If I can finish it on the stream, then we could probably start the next game. And that's way further ahead than I thought. Cleared it. And then mushroom. Alright, so there is another warp zone in this stage too, but again, we're trying to go the full route. So we're not going to take the warp zone. Actually, I never even knew about the warp zone until like many years later. I want to say maybe until I was like 13 or 14. Yeah, that's one I never knew about. Alright, go low. Ah! Alright, took a hit there, but nothing too bad. Score! Cool. Alright, now these are the stages I really don't know all that much about, because this is when you'd use the warp zone to go further. So, again, my only exposure is probably Mario 35 and the Game & Watch. And even then, that's been a while. But man, I would call it a downright sin that they got rid of Mario 35. I can't believe Nintendo did that. Ooh, graphics. There we go. Alright, a little scary, but we good. Fireworks Serenade. Alright, here we go. Once we beat the stage, that's the official halfway point. And this is one where you have to try to figure out the right path. So this is going to take me a couple of tries. Alright, so it's the first... momentum. First one, I believe we take the lower way. Huh, first try. I know one of the castles gives me a hard time because of the trying to predict which way you need to go. But it wasn't that one. Maybe it was World 6. It may have been World 6. I know one of them gives me a hard time. Star power. Alright, first bullet build. One thing I've noticed looking back at it nowadays, playing Mario, is that some of the later stages in the game aren't very inspired. They're a lot more flat level than anything, where you're starting to go more like distance and running to beat the clock than any real platforming challenge. I think that's something that was fixed with the Lost levels, but not the original. Like, after a while... Oh, I remember this hammer, bro. Ah! Alright, check it, check it. You... Okay, okay, go. Ha! Alright. Smooth. The Hammer Bros in 8.3 are the worst. And that's usually the reason I can never get to the end of the game on most playthroughs. Just because of those ones. Makes sense though, it's the second to last level of the game. Right, little by little. Perfect. Whoa, I didn't think I cleared that one, but okay. I'm gonna skip the fire flower there. There. Nah, I think I can take it. Just gotta be careful with... Got it! Also got a bit of a tickle in my throat. There we go. Alright, that's a big fireball. Stay above. Oh. Alright, go! Perfect. Jump! Alright, take him out. Like it too. Too many princesses and other castles. I would call it lazy writing, if you ask me. Alright, a little more. Watch out for like it too. Made it! Alright, let's keep this going. Now we got a lot more pipes in the stage. I wonder if... Nah. One of them's gotta let me go down them. Just focus first, though, on getting through. And flag. Alright, not bad. Not bad. If I'm losing things to say at this point, it's because really there's not a whole lot left I can say about Mario. The rest is as you know it's iconic game, people love it because it's the momentum, the physics, and for the most part the levels are still very good. It helped to revolutionize the gaming industry, especially when things had gone south in 1983 because of the video game collapse. There was a lot of shovelware and horrible games that weren't living up to the quality that consumers needed. And so Nintendo decided to step into the American market with the NES. And thanks to several arcade ports, as well as Super Mario Bros., they inserted themselves as a dominant force in the marketplace at the time. And then Mario became a staple of many gamers and different households, and the rest is history. Alright, let's go. Is this the one where it's gonna, the navigation? Aww. Alright, this is not the one with the navigation, so maybe it's level 7. Too high! They really try to discourage trying to go for the mushroom in these castles, don't they? There's always like the one there where it's like spinning around right above the question block. Alright. Careful. Ah. Alright, I feel like I remember this from the deluxe version, because you have the blocks, and then one of them's got the Yoshi egg at the very top. Alright. Wow. Alright, still fine, still fine. We got it. We got it, everyone. Alright, only 2 more worlds to go, and that means 8 more levels. We might actually do a full sitting of it, not having to use any continues. I mean, for me, that'd be achievement on its own right. But, no, bullet bills, crazy stuff. Ah! Ah! I'm gonna jinx it right here, aren't I? Alright, there's probably something here, but because of the enemies... Let's go for it. Is it the last one? Nope, just coins. A 1-up wouldn't hurt right about now. Oh, he is just waiting for me, isn't he? Ah! Alright, we're gonna have to use a continue, aren't we? And you know what I mean by a continue, I mean the warp zone. As far as I know, besides the Player 2 exploits, there is no continues in Mario. Not even a password save system. Alright, last chance for something good. Nope. Please! Oh, go down, go down. Ah. Not taking my chances. Ah. Ooh. The worst part though is I'm gonna have to do this all over again if I get game over. Should have got some more of those coins. Blup, blup, blup. If I just a couple more, I can at least guarantee a 1-up. One, two, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I get 3 more? Oh, the cheap cheeps. Yeah! Okay, so it's not over just yet. Here's a rough spot, though, because of the blooper. Come on, buddy. There we go. No, 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 stay away, stay away. Ah! Oh, no, no, no! Ooh! Poor baby! Oh gosh, this is really getting the anxiety. Oh, okay, cheap, cheap bridge. As long as you time it just right, it shouldn't be too bad. Ah! Mushroom, perfect. Oh! Ah! Slapped by a fish. Right here's the end. Made it. Alright, if I could clear this castle, then I could take the speedway route trying to beat this if I get a game over. And that'll make it easier for the sake of completion. Otherwise, I have to go through World 7 in its entirety all over again. Oh, okay, this is the labyrinth I was afraid of. I guess go low. Nope. Okay, let's stay lower. then go middle low. Nope. Okay, high. Low. Back high again. Nope, nope. Okay, low. Top shelf. Then high again. Nope, okay. Let's go high. Stay high. Very high. Nope, that's not it. Okay, low. Middle. High. Nope. No, that was it. Okay, low, middle, high. Then, top spot. Stay very high. Nope. Okay, top. Bottom. Stay low. No. Ugh. Okay, staying at top. Let's go middle. And then back high. Ooh, that was it. Alright. Oh, this is when it gets scary. Chop! No! Alright, we get one more go. One more go. And that means navigation 2. Alright, it was low, middle, high. Okay, watch out for fire. And then it was high, middle, and I think it was high again? Yes. Alright. Let's just go full charge. Yes! Alright, no strings attached. Frankly, going off one life is a kill quest. But if we get game over, we can at least take the warp zone now and not have to worry about doing the entirety of World 7. Alright. Now this is a little bit of muscle memory, frankly. I know that you can take the pipe, but I'm not... Well, yeah, I can take the pipe. And actually, yeah, these coins might come in handy. It's the clock we gotta watch out for. Of all the ways to go down, that's the way I go. Alright, well, let's give it up, because this is probably the furthest I ever gotten on a single try, and probably my high score to date, if that matters. But we made it as far as World 8, so that means now we could take the Warp Zone to continue. And we're going to want to use that along with the extra life we picked up in World 1, because that's going to come in handy. So if I really want to, you could treat this as though I was speedrunning. But I am not a speedrunner. That's not my go-to thing. One of the first videos I ever did for YouTube was trying to speedrun this game. It did not age very well. Not to mention that was a time where Nintendo would flag anything on YouTube. So even if I did keep that up today, it would still have claims all over its ass. Alright, so now we take the warp zones. And actually, this is good too, because I can show off the warp zones for newcomers. If anyone's watching this, that is. Maybe we got, what, one person? One person. Thanks for watching. Alright, so the first one is pretty iconic, because you can actually go on the very top of the stage. I'm sure that probably blew a lot of minds way back when. Especially, like, you're right on the text there, the number 7. A leap of faith. And right up there. So this is the first warp zone. 2, 3, and we need to take it all the way to 4. And Now I'm gonna try to make the jump. Worst case, I get the fire flower in the next stage. See? It can be done. Do it again. Right there. You can jump the piranhas. At least in this version. Boom. 22 years later, and I've gotten way better at this. Nah, really though, some of my fondest memories are playing this back when the system was still at my grandparents' place. It would sit under their CRT. They had like a stand there, and so it would like hide under there with the controllers. So all we had to do then was just plug it in, turn it on, and you were playing Mario. Everything's better on a CRT. At least older games, that is. Like, the furthest I'm willing to go back is the GameCube. Anything after that, it's gotta be played on a HD TV. I guess the Wii's the outlier there, but some of the games were made for full screen, so you do lose out on that state. But it's hard to go back to the Wii, frankly, just because it was made for that older hardware, I suppose. But you can tell that some of the work is there. Like when you look at Mario Galaxy, you could tell it feels like it was still made for modern times, but the system it came out for originally hasn't aged very well. The Wii U should have updated the Wii's visuals, because I feel like that was something that it had the backwards compatibility. It was already in HD, so what reason did they have that they couldn't have Wii games in HD? Frankly, there was no excuse. Because if the Wii U could already perform on its own, I see no reason it couldn't handle standard Wii games. I'm sure some of them could look good too. And it'd be a way bigger incentive to actually use the Wii U. But no, the Wii U is no different from any backwards compatibility. The only thing it lacks is GameCube support. Can't play the GameCube on the Wii U. Even after Smash Bros. And that adapter came out. Alright, last stretch. Now this is when it becomes more platforming. There we go. Alright, 3 more stages. This is when it gets hard and when I might be struggling a little longer to try to get the completion mark here. Alright, take out leg 2, that'll make things way easier. Give a chase. Don't mind if I do. Like night and day. Okay, but here's a fun part. So we need to get a bit of a running start to build momentum and then leap. That right there was probably the hardest jump as a kid. And that's why I never made it very far. But no, it's the next stage, it's gonna be absolute hell. Alright, we made it to the battleground. 8-3. I'm not worried so much about 8-4, maybe when we get the Bowser, but it's 8-3 that's, in my mind, probably the hardest. Looks fine so far, yeah, nothing horrible, until you get to the Hammer Bros. But it's not those Hammer Bros, nay. It's these Hammer Bros coming up. But thankfully, if we use this Koopa Shell, boom. Perfect. Alright, I think we're gonna win this. One more level. One more. Oh, right. I need to... My bad. Right, here's the one. Alright, next set. And this next one, I need to get up here. Alright, there should be some... Yep, here comes the Cheep Cheep. I think it was this one. Nope. I thought I needed to, like, cross, like, a lava bridge. There's a lava bridge. There. One. Unless it was this one. Oh, it was that one. Whoops. I thought there was something further. This is the only unique water section in that it's not really underwater, it's still part of the castle. And so we have these unique green blocks that don't show anywhere else in the game for that matter. I kind of would like to have seen more of this, but it's the only time they do it. Alright, we got one last hazard here in the form of a hammer bro before a real Bowser. Alright, from the top, do it again. We got 4 lives, so I'm not too worried, but we gotta go through all this again. That's old-timey game design for you. No checkpoints. Alright, type 1. Type 2. Alright, it was after the lava. This one, right? Yep. Hear that treble. And these bloopers mean business, so you gotta be careful. Alright. Hammer bro. Oh! Alright, Bowser! No! Ah! He's gonna throw a lot of hammers, so it's hard to jump over him, so the only real choice you have is to go under him, unless you can time it just right. This is gonna be a little bit of trial and error. No! Ooh! Almost overshot it. Alright, he goes away because of the loop. Yeah, if you go far enough because of the way that the stage loops, some of the enemies can disappear on you. Not horrible, but it'll take you off guard a little bit. Wait for it. Go down. Alright. Swimming. Alright, hammer bro. We're gonna try and jump over him. Oh, I didn't jump high enough! Ah! Alright, now I'm a little worried. I don't want to have to do World 8 again. Alright. River! Lava river. Alright, good. Talk to the Cheep Cheeps. No! Oh! Swim! made it. Alright, we're gonna try to do the jump again. Ah! Fireball! Alright, I have no choice but to wait for the fireball then, huh? I gotta wonder how speedrunners do it. We were still doing good jumping over, but then the problem is the hammer bro tries to charge us. That's when it becomes an issue. Oh, come on! That's not cool. Alright, alright. We can do it again. Let's get back to World 8. This is when, again, it was convenient that we beat World 7, because otherwise we have a lot more on our plates. But we get the 1-ups, we continue on the path, and actually we can keep the fire flower, that'd be great. Backwards jump. Da-na-na-na. Spicy oatmeals. Mario loves me. Probably does. Ooh, actually, now that I realize the white text on the background might not work especially well. I wonder if I can change that. That or use a different background altogether. Tell you what. We're going to disable the backdrop for now, just because of the text. Otherwise, I'm worried that people aren't going to be able to see it. I'll look into the ways, even if I do maybe like a green background. Do you love Mario? I mean, he's an iconic character. A lot of people could say they love Mario. I wouldn't say it's like it's that deep of a relationship, but I would say it's one of my favorite franchises of all time. We have a... Mario Love Triangle. You would make it weird. He's all yours, man. He's all yours. Ah, I hesitated and I slowed down. Alright, not worried just yet. Score! Alright, so the mushroom is in the lower half, and then if I get the fire flower, I should be able to be souped up for this next stage. And then use the warp zone. It's a little harder because I am using bigger Mario because of the placement of the blocks, but it will definitely come in handy. So we're gonna go for it. And hopefully the Goombas don't get in the way. There we go. Fire flower. Watch it fall. Alright, so it's just trying to get in that sweet spot. A little more. And warp zone. Alright, back to World 8. Pipe. Alright, it's not gonna make much of a difference if I go for the coins, but I'll still grab them anyways. What we really need, though, is the 1-up in the next stage. If we can at least keep that, we have essentially an infinite trend. Doing that can't guarantee us moving forward, but it all comes down to what happens in the last 2 levels. Still Still not worried yet, but once we get started, then it's gonna get back to where we were. It's that last segment with the Hammer Bro and Bowser. And the Fireball. I mean, the Fireball really does suck, too. I mean, I think the part that sucks, too, is that there is no mushroom in the final level as far as I know of. So, we're stuck as a small form, and that just makes it way harder. Alright, score! Alright. Oh, I jinxed it. Come on. I know there's nothing here. Nope. Alright, we're banking on the 1-up. Let's follow it. Don't lose it. Jump on it. Jump on it. Nice. I know there's a mushroom in one of these blocks. Probably right here. But I'm pushing it, though, because of... it actually went pretty well. Ah. Oh no! Ah! Alright, it's frustrating, but again, we do have the loop here because of the 1-up. As long as we keep getting that 1-up, we're fine. Though we're probably not going to progress anytime soon because of being stuck here, but at least it guarantees that we have more chances with the last levels. So follow it. And I think we're going to keep trying to go for the mushroom. Because that wasn't too bad. Ah! Alright. Power of physics. There we go. Alright, made to the end, so I'm not too worried. Alright, right here. No, oh. Perfect. And actually, we are close to getting our 1-up with the coins. I want to try to stay in the big version, though, just because it can help. Ah. Ah. Alright, Koopa. Take one. Wow. Wait, what? It didn't. Oh, okay, go. Come on, vulnerability. Alright. We're back at step 1. Alright. It's gonna make it a little harder, but at least we have plenty of lives to bank off of. And we know the way for the last stage. It's just a matter of that very last segment. I want to complete the first game in the collection, so we can move on to the next game. Though the one I'm not looking forward to is Ghosts and Goblins. That's going to take a long time. I should probably start thinking what's the next game I'm going to cover. I mean, we got Zelda, we got Metroid, we got Kid Icarus. Or I can even do a puzzle game. I don't think I was anywhere near that cheap. Ooh. Okay, despawned. Alright, watch out for the cheeps. Actually, the rate this stream's going, I think this might be the only game we cover tonight. Unless we start a little bit of another one. But it'll probably have to be one of the battery save games. So maybe Zelda. I mean, that makes sense. The Game & Watch is coming soon, so it'd be good to brush up on that. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. Hammer Bro. Okay, moment of truth. And that's game! That is game. Thank you, Mario. Your quest is over. We present to you a new quest. Now, frankly, I do like the ending better from the Lost Levels, where it's more of a rhymey. It's like, pieces paid with kingdom saved. Hurrah to Mario, our only hope. Your journey is over. That's a more satisfying ending instead of this, where it just says your quest is over. And I don't think it even changes if you go for the new quest. I think it's the same ending again and again. I'll give it to games like Zelda, though, where it does have slightly different text in the end. But, this... I mean, there's satisfaction, you save Peach, yeah. But it's kind of disappointing, too, just because of the flavor text here. Way better than the Lost Levels. But alright, you push B, and that takes you back to the tile screen, where now the only thing that changes is the enemy spawns. And that means a lot of the shelled enemies. Which, I don't know the name of them from the top of my head. I guess I could show it off, but we're not going to go any further than this. Basic completion is just beating the game in all the levels, so I feel like we did that. These guys. And there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. But, yeah, that was Super Mario. We actually beat it, the full thing, on stream. Again, it really does help that Mario 35 was a big thing with the anniversary, and brushing up because of the Game & Watch collectible, which I guess I could show it off real fast. If I'm being honest, though, the Game & Watch there hasn't been much use for it since playing it. I really do like the time function of it, but there's just... You can't keep it plugged in all the time, otherwise you could burn out the screen. The battery lasts a very long time, because I haven't had to charge it once since the last time. But, it's just a neat little thing you can pick up and play whenever. It feels good for what it is. I would say it's one of the definitive ways to play Mario. At the very least, the Lost Levels, because of the way it saves. But, timeless game. A little bit of aging, but it still holds up very well. There's a reason this was a big game when it came out way back when, and would revolutionize what a platforming action game can be. But that was Super Mario Brothers. Looking at the time, we could probably start the next game in the collection, and then pick it from there for the next stream. I feel like that's the best bet. So we're going to swap games. Back on the shelf. So now we decide what game comes next. And, more questions than answers. That was Mario. Let's see. We could do... Kid Icarus is more of a password system. That'd take a while, actually. You know what? I think up next is going to be Zelda. And, I just prepped this one with the save battery, so it's got a brand new... a brand new battery in it. So we can save it right off the bat. But now here's the part of Will It Load. And go. Please? Please? Nope. Nope. Alright, try again. Magic? Yay! We have found the magic! Alright, so we're not going to finish this game on stream, of course, but we can at least get started. Legend of Zelda. Many years ago, Prince Darkness Ganon's soul wanted to Triforce with power. Princess Zelda had won the Triforce with wisdom. She divided into 8 units to hide from Ganon before she was captured. Go find the 8 units, Link, to save her. And then we get a bit of a look at all the items in the game. Some of them are good, some of them are but we have a little bit of everything. And it's all here. between streams, I'm gonna try to find a way to show like which games I've already completed for reference. So I'll probably have like a Mario icon eventually, or even just like between when I'm swapping games. I feel like that could be something good. But cool. Look at all these different items. I know how to start this in the beginning, but eventually I will need to use a game guide. Please look up the manual for details. So yeah, an epic legend begins. And we never actually saved it from before, so we're gonna register. L-I-N-K Link. It's dangerous to go alone. Take this! An iconic phrase, to say nonetheless. Alright, the overworld is of your own volition, so you can do whatever. You can grind for rubies, you can take out the enemies. The first objective, though, of course, is getting to the first temple, which thankfully is pretty straightforward. There's really not a whole lot in terms of secrets or mystery to get to this one, you just gotta follow the path. So we go up. Ah! Sora. Alright, timer. Perfect. Up to this section. If I don't die! Bombs! Okay, get me over here. Please. Oh, no, let me in! Made it in. Alright, just like that, this is the first dungeon. In true Zelda fashion, the dungeons are full of enemies, but also puzzles. So we have to solve each of them, and hopefully not die in the process, as we make our way through. Alright, continue. Now, actually, I did have some save data before to test out the battery to make sure it worked, and I want to say it did work, but considering that it disappeared, that's a little concerning, which means we might actually lose our progress between this stream and the next. Scary to think about, but we'll worry when the time comes. We'll worry when the time comes. Alright, so we got what we need, the key, so we use it to go up. Skelly foes, perfect. Alright, stop him. Alright, go to the right. I remember this being a challenge that they had when they did the first Nintendo World Championship. The most recent one, of course, not the from the 1990s. They had like a whole reboot that they did. That one of the challenges was trying to get through the first dungeon as fast as you could. And while I knew where the first the area was for it, I can't say I know from muscle memory how to solve the dungeon. But, considering its linearity, but there's also, like, secrets to be found, there's a bit of experimentation. Slimes. Perfect. And that's, like, a secret there, right? Yep. Eastmost Peninsula is the secret. Ugh! It's horrible, but it's funny. So, to the east. Don't die on me. Alright, we got the map. We got one more key. Actually, I believe that... Yeah, the first thing is the boomerang. One boomerang. Use it to stun enemies. Hands. Perfect. Yep. And then, first boss of the game. You're not gonna be able to use the boomerang here. You can't use the bombs, though. Careful. Yes! Health up. And we got the very first Triforce piece. Just like that. Alright, so we are going to stop here for tonight's stream. Mostly because, one, I actually don't know where to progress next. And so, at least I know what I'm doing instead of wasting my time looking over a game guide. We're going to, well, I'm going to study up a little bit on Zelda so I'm able to complete this on stream. And then add it to the collection. We still have quite a few more games to go through until that's all my collection physically. And whether I decide to do some emulation stuff because of the NES Classic Unreal hardware, the EverDrive, more specifically, that'll be up for debates. But for now, we're only going to stick with the physical collection. But that's a good step. We finished Mario, and we just started Zelda, so we do have something to look forward to. So, whether you're watching live or in the archives, thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you in the next stream. And on the side, I actually have to start thinking about the next video, whether it's arcade, or I was thinking Alex Kidd in Miracle World. I'll think about it tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Oh, and actually, before I forget, because that is something we can actually do here. Yeah, that's more like it. It's the Nintendo, the NES, so, you know, we gotta have some flair to it. Alright, have a good night, everyone.